Hey, what's up guys? It is Ryzun, and today we're going to be talking about the AUG A3. So today I'm going to be covering what I believe to be the best assault rifle in Battlefield 4. This weapon is the AUG A3. Austrian weapons manufacturer Steyr designed the AUG back in the 1960s, and it began production as a firearm in 1978. The rifle itself has now seen action in dozens of different countries outside of Austria's borders. National forces such as the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, New Zealand's military now uses it, and a whole list of other countries that have adopted the weapon into their arsenal. The series of weapons under the name of the AUG are all bullpup configuration rifles and carbines. Bullpup means that the magazine is behind the trigger hilt instead of in front of it. Doing this offers a shorter weapon chassis for a given barrel size, which in turn allows for the weapon to keep a consistent level of muzzle velocity with the longer barrel, and reduces the weight, which increases maneuverability. The AUG fires a standard 5.56x45mm NATO round, and the real variation of the weapon can house either a 30 or 42 round box magazine. Anyway, I think that's enough of the real life facts. Let's get into the action on the battlefield stage. So in Battlefield 4, this weapon will be hitting for around 24 damage per shot, and that will start to drop off, shooting at anything past 12 meters. Eventually, the rounds will hit the final drop-off point at 60 meters, lowering damage per round to 18. With a fire rate of 700 rounds per minute, you needn't be worrying about pulling your finger off the trigger every time you fire a burst. It is very good at handling recoil. The setup I'm using in the background varies, as I already knew how powerful the AUG was prior to using it. You will see me unlock a new attachment throughout the gameplay in the background, but for the most part I tried to stick to always having a sight on the weapon, a muzzle brake or a heavy barrel, an ergonomic grip or an angled grip, and a laser just to fill the gap. Accessory wise on this weapon, it is entirely up to you what you want to use. The main things I would focus on is getting a good sight, something like a Coyote red dot sight or a holographic sight. Either of those look and feel really good on this rifle. One of the things I really like about this variation of the AUG is that it's exceptionally good in close quarter combat. It has good hipfire capabilities, a nice fire rate, and it's very easy to handle. This weapon competes very well against pretty much any other assault rifle and class of weapon for that matter. The effectiveness of having one of these bullpup rifles is great. Much like the SAR-21, this is featured in Battlefield 4 as well. The AUG seems to just be more consistent when I put the two together. However, the SAR-21 is an outstanding assault rifle just like the AUG A3. I just think the AUG has the edge for most situations, whereas the SAR-21 might struggle once put up against it. Of course, you can't fire both weapons at the same time, at the same person, or with the same skill of the player behind the trigger perfectly in sync. But in terms of just generally getting used to bullpup rifles, if you're more interested in the regular magazine rifles such as the M416 etc, this may be a welcome switch up from using the same weapon every game, as I see a lot of players doing lately on the battlefield. Anyway guys, that's going to end off this video here. I hope you found it interesting and somewhat educational featuring the AUG A3. If you haven't used this weapon before, then I suggest you get out there on the battlefield and give it a try. Who knows, you might find your new go-to assault rifle. Thanks for watching today guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below, and subscribe for more content. Thanks again guys, I've been Ryzun, and I'll see you in the next one.